everybody. Okay, so I just started using my dad's camera. Finally, I'm using a camera instead of my phone. And so since I decided to figure out how to start using it and then started using it and he offered, I have decided to do VEDA. And so just real quick, I'm watching the computer right now, having my video upload. So a couple things. First of all, if you don't know what VEDA is, it's a video every day in August, and I think that they did it in April as well, video every day in April. So in April, I was like really pregnant, and I didn't really have the means to make a video every day, but now I do. So I'm going to try and do it. The other thing is I've been meaning to do a couple different videos, and while I'm sitting here and she's asleep in my lap, I'll show you guys later at the end of the video, I figured I would go ahead and do the couple videos. So I did my labor and delivery, and the other video that I really had been meaning to do was things that we really did use a lot the first couple months, because tomorrow she'll be 9 weeks old, and the things that we just didn't even touch and still don't use. So first things first, I need to start making lists for this. First things first, most used items. Number one most used item, and this is just for my baby, and won't be for every baby, but burp rags. I have a very, very spitty uppy baby. She spits up every single time she eats, quite a bit, and it's, we already talked to the doctors about it and everything. She doesn't have any problems or anything like that. She just spits up a lot. I mean, I know babies spit up, some babies more than others, so we just have a baby who spits up a lot. It's kind of in the genes anyways. My husband, he spit up a lot, I guess, every time he was put down, which is pretty much what happens to her. Every time you lay her down, she spits up. So burp rags are the number one most used item, and I can't have enough. I mean, I was at the store the other day, and I was like, should we get some burp rags? Like, I know we have a ton, but mostly, also, just in case you're wondering, we usually use cloth diapers for burp rags. So wonderful. The kind we use, I think we're using, I want to say Green Mountain, but that might be right. And then the other kinds that we have are just from Target, the Bird's Eye diapers, and then we do have actual burp rags, and we have burp rags that her grandma made for her, and so on and so forth. So burp rags are the number one item. Number two would be probably her swing. So she, when she was first born, she slept in the crib a couple times, in the swing a couple times, but I couldn't figure out, she was having it seemed like a hard time. I mean, I know she was waking up every 2 hours to feed and everything, but I tried having her in the bed with me, but I just felt weird about it. How we were originally going to do it was we bought it's the co-sleeper, that it's not the big co-sleeper, it's the one that just sits on your bed next to you. That didn't work out very well. So her swing would be the second most used item because she's been sleeping in the swing. And it's the only place that she would sleep for the longest time now. Finally, we've got her switched over to the crib, which is good. I didn't really want her in the crib quite yet, but now she's over 2 months, so she sleeps in the crib, which is right there. Number three most used item would probably be binkies, or gagas, or pacifiers, or whatever you want to call them. I didn't give one to her for the first week, I believe, and then I started giving them to her. She was kind of picky at first, and she was only taking the Advent kind, but now she takes pretty much any kind of binky. And now she's found her thumb, so she doesn't even really use the binkies too much anymore, but they were definitely, they're still helpful, but they were very helpful. It's a very sucky baby. She's always like to sucking on something. So that was number 3. Number 4 would be bottles. We've switched the kinds of bottles we've used a couple times. So first we were doing Medela. Those did not work out for us because she was taking in too much air, and that's one of the reasons she had so much gas and was spitting it all back up. Then we switched to Gerber bottles. Those didn't work for us. So then finally we switched to Playtex Vent Air, and those work great. So that would be the fourth, yeah, Verprags, Swing, pacifiers, bottles, and then number 5 would be onesies. Tons and tons of onesies. She goes through like 4, 5, 6 onesies a day. So I have outfits for her, like cute, you know, outfits and everything, but onesies, I mean, really, you can never have enough. Plain ones, colorful ones, whatever you want, cheap, it doesn't matter. She just goes through them like crazy because she spits up so much. Spits up on herself. So those are the top 5 most used items. There's a lot of other stuff that I could name, you know, that are obvious: blankets, you know, wipes, obviously diapers, but, you know, those are obvious things. Those are the things for her that are, like, must-haves. 5 least used things. So, for the first 2 months, to be honest, her crib was probably the number 1 least used thing. It basically was a storage holder for us. For the first 2 months, she barely slept in it at all. Number 2 least used thing would probably be the co-sleeper. We used it for a little while in the bed, and then we used it for a little while for when we were downstairs with her, but to be honest, we probably could have gone without it. Number 3 least used item would probably be baby pants, and that's because we have a summer baby. So I bought all these cute little outfits with pants, and I know that later on they'll come in handy for the first 2 months because she's a summer baby. I never put pants on her, ever. I never put socks on her either. So, you know, she's barefoot all the time, usually in a onesie, a dress, a jumper, something to that effect. That's the other thing, is that pants are ridiculously hard to get off when you're trying to change a diaper. It's just not practical. When she gets a little older and it's cold, of course it will be practical, but not right now. So that would be number 3. Number 4, least used item would be, I know there are some people that say lotion up your baby every day. I lotion her up often, but not every day, and we got a lot of lotion for the baby shower. So that's something we don't use that much of. Also, I don't think she likes to be lotioned up. I don't think she enjoys it too much. I try and do it once a week so that, you know, her skin stays moisturized and it's not flaky or anything like that, but I've gotten the feeling she kind of doesn't like it. So, sorry, we've got Pandora on in the background because I should have put that as one of the most used items. Our iPods and phones, we use Pandora for piano music. It's like puts her to sleep instantaneously. Anyways, and then the number 5 least used item was I had it in my head, then now it's gone. Shoot, what was it? Oh no, it's gone from my head. There was a number 5. Oh, so for the first 2 months, my breast pump was super useful, but because I'm not breastfeeding anymore, it's not useful at all. So, but that still wasn't what I was going to say, and I can't remember. Oh well. So there are some most used and most useful items for me, and least useful items. I'm trying to keep this video under 10 minutes, so I'm going to say goodbye. And thank you for watching, and I'm going to show you her real quick, so you guys can take a look at her. She's asleep on my lap. Sorry. She's asleep. she is. Passed out on Mama's lap. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching.